when a man decides that you're his wife, he's not gonna waste any time. I always talk about the importance of a man finding himself, a man knowing who he is and knowing where he's going and doing the things that he needs to do in order to get him to the place he wants to be at the fastest. And the way life works, that so I found out over the years, is that things don't always happen the way you want them to happen or as quickly as you want them to happen. They happen when the time is right. God's timing is perfect. And trying to rush the process usually messes things up. So I want to share something with y'all. And it's about knowing when a man, or it's about when a man knows. It's about a man knowing when he's ready for marriage, when he has the right woman in his life, and knowing when he's ready to take that next step. I've talked about a specific woman in a couple of my videos before. Actually, the one that I talked about, why high value women are not able to keep a man. I was actually speaking about this one particular woman. And I've had people in the comment section say, that's the one for you. You need to go ahead and stop being foolish, and you need to settle down with her, and you need to marry her. That's your wife. I had people say that's my soulmate, that's my twin flame, all kind of stuff, right? And the truth is, I've known that this girl has been my wife for a long time. Like they say in the Bible, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. I've known that this girl was my wife for a long time. This woman was my wife for a long time. The problem is, I wasn't ready for her at the time. I wasn't a husband. I wasn't the kind of husband that she deserved. I couldn't be the kind of husband that she deserved. You know what I'm saying? So I chose to keep myself in the friend zone instead of elevating the relationship and possibly ending up in a bad relationship that we end up having to walk away from, and then I lose my best friend, and on top of that, the woman that I look at is like, yeah, my wife. So I chose to just keep myself in the friend zone, keep the relationship strong, keep us, in contact with each other, keep us there for one another, keep that, because like I said, that's been my best friend for some years. I've been knowing this woman for over 10 years, and she's a big part of my life, big part of my support system. So it came a time recently where I started realizing that the work that I put into myself has been paying off. A lot of the things that I wanted to work on and a lot of the things that I wanted to do in life, I've accomplished those things. So I've gotten to a point where I started to feel like I might have been ready for that next step. So that's why I took time off to reflect, to really figure out what I wanted to do. Was I really ready? Because I don't want to make a step in this direction towards being married and stuff like that and then realize I made a mistake. I had to be 100% for sure that I was ready for this step that I wanted to take. I've been wanting to be married for a long time. This ain't some spur of the moment thing. Like I said, I've known that this woman was my wife for a while, a long time, years. But I've also known that if I would have got with her back then, there's a strong possibility that not only would a relationship not have worked, I would have lost my best friend, So, boom, I came to the realization I was ready. And like I said, I want to tell y'all about what a man goes through when he knows he's ready for marriage. When a man is with a woman and he knows he's ready for marriage, he will not waste any time. He's 100% clear about what he's about to do, and he gonna stand up in the paint and he gonna do what he feels he needs to do in his heart. I told my girl less than a week and a half ago, I want to talk to your dad. Once I started feeling like I was ready, we talked about it. We had conversations about marriage and everything, and we elevated our relationship from being friends to back being boyfriend and girlfriend, and it only lasted a short period of time. So it got to a point where I was like, I want to talk to your dad. She even told me that it wasn't necessary. But me being the man that I am, I want to do it the right way. I want to look your dad in the eye. Tell him exactly how I feel about his daughter. Tell him exactly what my intentions are with his daughter. And let him know that I've done the work on myself. Your daughter is in good hands. I'm going to look your dad in the eye and let him know exactly how I feel about this. So he'll know that I'm serious. So boom. We set it up. I went to her dad's house. I had the conversation with him. I looked him in his eye and told him exactly what I needed to tell him, exactly what was on my heart. And that was it. It was a good conversation. It was a good encounter. I had met her dad before in passing, but that was the first time I actually had a conversation with him, and it went very well. That was on a Tuesday. That was last Tuesday. Less than 3 days later, I want to say it was Friday, I went and got a ring. Went and got a very nice ring, something that I could be proud of putting on a woman's finger, and something that she'll be proud of wearing. I went and got that ring. This past weekend, we went down to Miami. The whole time I'm planning this whole thing, I know when I get down there, I know I'm proposing on the beach. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to say that. I knew exactly how I wanted to do it. Sunday night, I think it's February 28th, I went down there to that beach, took my girl to the beach, and I proposed to her. So I'm telling y'all this to inform y'all that sometimes a man that you're in a relationship with just ain't ready for marriage. He might want to be married. He might even be having conversations with you about marriage, but it don't matter what's going on in his mind. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter how good you treat him. Until that man is ready for marriage, fully ready for marriage, he's not going to be fully committed to marriage to the point where he's going to go, get the ring, get on one knee, and ask you to marry him. He has to be fully ready. Now, I'm not telling you to sit around for years and years and years and wait on this man to finally decide to make you a wife. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you that when a man decides that you're his wife, he's not going to waste any time. So if you're in a relationship, you've been in a relationship for years, and y'all ain't even talking about marriage. This man ain't even mentioning the fact that he want to marry you. You might want to have that conversation and figure out where his head is at. Let him know that you want to be married. And if nothing don't change, back up off of him. Let him go and figure out what he need to figure out about himself. If it's that he want to be with other women, let him go. You ain't doing yourself no favor by sticking around. When a man knows what he wants, he goes for it. Me and this woman been friends for a long time. I've been knowing that she's my wife for a long time. The only reason I didn't propose a long time ago was the fact that I knew that I wasn't the husband that she deserves. So I went and did the work on myself. Not totally for her. I let us be friends, and she dated other men and I dated other women and everything. But the point is, I was out here doing the work on myself. And I knew that if it was meant to be, then it would happen. I knew that if this was the relationship this is the woman that I thought she was, God was going to save her for me. And I've seen her date some high quality men. I've given her relationship advice on some of these men. And I mean real advice, not the kind of advice where I'm pretending to be her friend, but I'm secretly not wanting this relationship to work out because I want it for myself. I mean, I really have been real deal, genuine best friends with this woman for a long time. And I kept it all the way real with her from day one. You know, she know that she my friend. You know, we both call each other best friend. We know what we mean to each other. But I was not ready to take that step. Lucky enough, I was smart enough to not string her along and keep her on the hook thinking that she was my girlfriend and stuff like that, knowing that I wasn't ready. You know, I was respectful enough to let her live her life. Because like I said, I'm a big believer in God. I know that when things are for you, there's nothing that can stand in the way of it. It's a true testament to what I'm saying. Look, you know, I can really break this thing down to y'all. I really, like I said, she's been in relationships. I've been in relationships. She's giving me relationship advice. She's told me when I was tripping in my prior relationships. You know what I'm saying? I've done the same thing to her. When it's a real bond, when it's a real relationship, when she's really the one, ain't nothing gonna stand in the way of it. Ain't nothing gonna stop it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man, it feel good. I just wanted to go ahead and share that with y'all this morning, man. I'm back. We're gonna be back to our regularly scheduled program, and I'm gonna start back hitting y'all with the videos more consistently again. And I just want y'all to pay attention to this new season that I'm getting ready to walk into. I guarantee you, from where I am today to 6 months to a year from now, my life is gonna be a lot better than it ever has been, because I chose right. When you choose the right woman, your life becomes better. I know it's a lot of men that preach that women, they distract you, they tear you down, this and that, man. When you choose right, your woman will build you up. And I ain't talking about your woman is successful, so she gonna give you money and she gonna support you financially. No, that's not what I mean. I mean that when you choose the right woman, she puts a battery in your back. She's like a turbo booster to your engine. You know what I'm saying? She give you that extra oomph that you need to really go out here and make it happen. There's a reason that most of the millionaires on the Forbes list are married. There's a reason for this. I'm telling you, when you find the right woman, she will improve your life in so many different ways. I love the idea of marriage still. I know a lot of men talk down on it, man. Look, those men talk like that because they have a hard problem. They have a problem with choosing the right women. They choose women on the wrong principles. So they end up in bad situations all the time. That's why they don't have any faith in relationships. That's why they don't have any faith in marriage. Marriage is something that is still sacred. You know? Marriage is something that you should still have as a goal, even as a man. Finding the right woman that can be a blessing to you, that's your partner in life, not partner in crime, your partner in life, is a blessing from God. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Trust me when I tell you. Look at where I'm at now. Most of my videos I just make in my car because I be on my way to work. A lot of y'all be asking where I be going when I make these videos. I be leaving the gym or dropping my son off to school, and I be headed to work, and I just pick up my camera and talk. Watch what I tell you. In the next 6 months to a year, you're going to notice a very big difference in not only myself and how I act and how I carry myself, but my environment and the things that's going on in my life. I guarantee you. I'm going to show y'all exactly what finding a good wife will do for you. I promise you that. Well, let me go ahead and cut this video off right here, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you if you watched this whole video, man. I appreciate your support. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you ain't already did it. Hit the like button if you like this video. Follow me on Instagram at the Shoemake Way. Leave a comment, and I will see y'all on the next video.